français, c'est la vie.
There's still the lower brackets.
Exactly. No, we don't need our lower brackets.
You don't need lower brackets. Well, either way,
Oh,
BTR
God.
might fall
Oh,
to the
God.
lower brackets because this is once again match point
no.
between Onic and BTR. Let's head over to game number 4.
Oh. Thank you, panelists. We've been waving our hands, say goodbye to Miracle, but we don't know just yet because that Atlas pick looks very nice, especially against the Fredrin and the Paquito. So let's see, this is it. Match point for Onic, for Bigetron. It's another battle to stop drowning in defeat. Let's start the game in Lana Dawn.
It is a round 4, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see, will this be the final round of this series? As remember, the team, and if Onic wins this game, they will meet Geek Fam in the upper bracket final. Can BTR delay that? BTR, oh, Emon, very low. Ooh, the calculation is still very good from Emon. Pops the region as well. No first blood here in the first minute.
The concussive blast helps it out as well because it's getting extra damage from the blast. But hey, that was already a defense thrown out. Up top though, I think we have seen this matchup. I believe it was Evos against Bigetron. I'm not quite sure about it, but yeah, at least the Alice kind of holds out, sustained up against the Paquito, but a Paquito is still a Paquito. He does whatever he wants. Observational place. And this Lilia pickup from Sun, super good as well. You can hit from afar. You kind of help out that mid prio as well with the Khalid in the picture. And you have Shred. You have late game control. You have wave clear, so it's a complete package. And super safe too. You have the black shoes you can always use if the Atlas does come running at you. Plus a Purify on top of that. So yeah, Onic, at least in the mid lane, they are in a safe place. Look at Lipido, he's hiding in the bush looking for a possible burst, but no. They're just gonna shift their eyes onto the neutral objective.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
That's Nile taken down. That's the first blood. Now Lupi not able to find more. He flickers out of danger. That's going to be Kyrie finding the turtle. Keyboy moving more, advancing more as they will look for more. Black shoe spot by Sans. That's a lot of damage coming from the side of Onic. But Finn taken down as well. Only Kai here is the casualty from Onic.
Wow, what was that damage from the Paquito? 1-2 punch. The horse is gone. And the Leomore doesn't get a say in this fight. But Lutfi wants more. At least Shogun has the ode to run out Kalra. Gonna be fine. Pops him on force. 3 players collapsing on him. But yeah, Kyrie had to bite the bullet, but that's all fine. They were able to get the turtle, the objective too. But man, Onic, very calculated in that little skirmish that they had. And Finn is close by. Get to hit level 4, so no fatal links. But I don't believe it'll be, I'd say targetable as well towards a lead. Test onto the purple buff, and hey, Kyrie steals it away.
That's a good retribution. Understands that Finn has no perfect match. Relays that match message towards Sans and Kai, and that's why Kai can calmly take the purple buff away out of the hands of Niall, who is currently sitting at an 0-1 record. Not an ideal start for the Leomore.
Yeah, look at Lippy though. Hunter strike, no boots, no nothing.
Yeah.
I don't need the boots. I won't kick. I'm a boxer, right? I don't kick box. I use my arms, not my hands. I mean, but yeah. So far, it's looking very nice for Onic, and the fact that Lippy is rushing this as well doesn't make it any better for Bigetron. He's gonna have maximum damage, plus the CDR as well. He really wants to go for those kills, and it's quite, I'd say, I don't know how to put it, but like unsatisfying. Because we haven't really seen an assassin showdown. I mean, Kyrie has been using mostly utility, right? Even Niall too. The closest we got was possibly the Harley. The Harley didn't really, materialize for Bigetron by Vitality. Turtle now for Onic. They have Pry on it. Bigetron unlocks that fatal links from Finn. Might look for a play, but Lippy in the back always gonna wreak havoc. Shogun!
Yeah, Finn has a flicker and the fatal link as well. Force Lippy to pop the flicker. Kyrie calmly finds the turtle. That's gonna be the all-in towards Lippy. Finally takes him down. Here comes Kelra in the back. Shogun trying to zone him out. Take a look at Will not be able to escape the hands of Keyboy there. Perfect match to the back as Shogun is taking a lot of damage. And Sans will secure the kill. Onic, they are at a 2K gold lead here as we enter minute 5.
One big bonk, no, two big bonks from Kyrie gets a kill at least. And the fact that Onic has 2 magic damage dealers, super heavy burst, means that Bigetron has to itemize for that too. And the Paquito is already hard hitting, so then it puts you in a very tough spot. The audience prediction by GoPay, 75% for Onic.
Yeah.
Well, the Bigot Troopers has been quiet for the last 2 games at least. And Niall goes for the War Axe first item. So then this begs the question, who really bursts down players from Onic? Like, you want to go for the Fatal Links, you need that quick chain damage. We haven't really seen that come to fruition. Kyrie, the brute force breastplate, he knows there is a lot of CC, a lot of mini CCs coming in from the Atlas as well. So he needs to be able to escape that. As of now, Onic will just play it slow. And again, Kelra, letting him farm, letting him get the items he needs to then hit the power spikes and then join the team fight. But as of now, the Lilia is already dealing massive damage.
Yeah.
Too much for Bigetron to handle. And if you take a look at the itemization, we do see a radiant armor. Oh, and that's a Shogun, Ludwig.
Yeah, that's going to be a potential Ludwig. But hold on! Keyboy finds a perfect cover for Ludwig, and he is standing. What a combination. The chemistry is on point.
Enter Sandman, and that's going to be Keyboy with a 4-man Raging Sandstorm. However, there wasn't really enough follow-up. And that was just a cover for Luffy, and hey, Keyboy wants to make a highlight reel out of that. Just flickering in with the Raging Sandstorm. Total time for Onic, and hey, they're gonna get all 3 perfect total for them. Very ironic, because game 2, I believe, they didn't get even a single one. I think it was game 3 or game 3. But hey, it's all in their bag now. Kelra, look at how very, very brave he goes with the Mod Force too. They want to get their orange buff.
Yeah, that's going to be Niall, though, still securing the orange with the Retribution. And the tempo will go down as boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen, Onic now leads 3K. And BTR here, with the firepower that they have, they're still struggling. They're banking on Amon to get the power spike early, the Holy Trinity, and then perhaps they will be more aggressive, will look for openings, but until then, it is still Onic that controls the map.
And not only that, the Paquito as well, you know, in the fray. That side lane is gonna constantly push towards Bigetron by Vitality. If you talk about catch, there isn't really much that can really handle that. Kelra, 1v2.
Whoa. 50% HP, Keyboy now helping with the damage. That's Niall! Keyboy and Kelra was able to find the kill on towards Niall. Their ex-jungler, by the way. Now minute 8, 24. K is their goal now as Onic again just finding the angles now in a 3v1, potentially 3v3 as Kelra and Kyrie look to provide and support Ludwig. Amon in the no man's land. That blazing duet here, looking for an escape as Ludwig falls in the bottom side of the map. And Kai closes the gap and finds the trade. Kai picks up and Moreno!
Oh, they turn!
Might be the turnaround that the red robots need, because one by one, Onic members are falling down.
Oh, Onic, they bit more than they can chew, and Bigetron by Vitality find the perfect turnaround. This opens up an opportunity for them to get the Lord. This is where it gets very tricky. Sans is standing there menacingly.
Well,
what is he doing?
That's the Black Shoes committed. Shogun is on Sans' feet. That's just Bigetron focusing on the Lord. Luffy and Keyboy trying to delay. Let's see, can they do it? Fatal Link pops. Niall secures the Lord. That's going to be Keyboy taken down. Luffy finds one as well. Here comes Onic, though. They do not want to give this Lord for a free. Keyboy cannot escape as Amon secures the kill. Now they want to close the gap as Shogun isolated and will be taken down. 3 members for the Lord as BTR, they gotta calm down.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very, very Great effort for them to get the Lord, but man, Onic just barged in, got 3 kills. But hey, MPL expert streamer, that's Abang Lord with an Onic jersey too.
With an Onic jersey as well, and the Thodak throne, of course.
Yeah, well, he is part of Thodak.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly, right?
he gets all the privileges.
He's just so cultured by Thodak.
He is cultured, man. He has the chair, the Thodak throne. He has the Thodak grip, everything else. Oh, so is that a prediction? Onic 3 Bigetron something?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, he's a cultured guy.
Ah,
So, you know,
I see where you're coming
am not
from.
surprised, right? So back to the game here, folks. 2,500. Now, BTR, can they equalize and turn the game around? Yes, right? They have an Alice. They have a Claude as well that is on his way to his 4th item. So the power spike for this Claude is already hit. Onic, they cannot get overzealous in this state.
The question is, can they go for an engagement from Bigetron? Because so far, I believe that T-Boy has been doing a fantastic job of keeping the Atlas at bay, keeping Nile at bay, even Shogun. I mean, Shogun can still pop out of nowhere and then pop the Throne of Ruin. Meanwhile, Nile will be chased down. That's a retreat from Kyrie too. And the taunt doesn't quite connect.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, back to the point again. If Finn wants to jump in and possibly force his hand, get Kyrie, there isn't quick damage burst that Bigetron by Vitality has to benefit from that Fatal Links. Item built by Dunia Games. See Halberd as well for Paquito. But for a moment, I did notice that Moreno switched his boots into the rapid boot. So he wants possibly faster movements, rotations, and all that. A Sky Piercer too to his name. That's going to help him bypass, you know, the HP threshold that, you know, the Fredrin has, the Khalid has as well. So far, Onic are going to take it slow. Discipline is their middle name.
Yeah.
Chastise Pauldron alongside the Oracle.
Wow.
So again, just going to have an extra shield, regen, as well as when you're super low.
Yep.
Slows down Eman as well when he wants to hit you.
You can see the real-time gold graph as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is heavily leaning towards a red side. And meaning, you know, the gold translates to control, real translate to map control as well. And so far, it has been true. It has been red, this Lenodon here. But BTR, it does not mean that they cannot recover. They cannot bounce back. Now, the item that they're building up, it's definitely they have enough firepower.
Yeah, they still can recover, honestly. They have at least the Claude to bank on, and Eman does well when he's under pressure.
Paquito's bottom side.
Paquito just looking for something.
Pionel cannot watch.
Yeah, Pionel is just gonna have his head down, hoping for a miracle. Possibly concealed by Kelra.
Lupi shows that's why they pulled the trigger now.
Kelra!
Kelra! That's gonna be the first member deleted. That's gonna be also Moreno off the map. Here's Ski-Boy. Stunning two. Flickers out. BTR disengaging now. What's gonna be the call here? Bottom side is still pushing for Onic. And now it seems like it's a slow down tempo. Onic, they do not want to commit the Lord as they are waiting for Kelra to be back.
Yep. Moreno has the Ice Queen's wall. Nile comes in.
With the engage and the steed, Sans now in front of black shoes popped. That's gonna be Iman now flickering out. Great cover here in the back. That's a taunt! Kyrie shuts him on down, and down goes the formation as Sans collects another kill. As Onic again now on Prio to go for the Lord.
Massive Appraiser's Wrath from Kyrie. I think he 100-0'd Eman in that instance, and Eman just lost his HP. It evaporated. And so far, everything's looking very dandy for Onic. Bigetron, they have another Lord to hold. Sans pops the black shoes.
Oh, Sans.
He's gonna be fine. He knows the limits of this Lilia. It's his main. The panel mentioned it. It was the first hero he played.
Still
when he
deathless.
transitioned back to transitioned from the jungle to the mid lane. And yeah, still deathless so far. Looking very good is Onic. And we haven't really seen the Paquito be present in the team fight. He was quite busy doing things in the side lane.
Yeah.
And so far, it's paying dividends for Onic.
Let's see, folks. Remember, Geek Fam is waiting and watching this series seeing and awaiting who will deserve to be in the upper bracket finals alongside them. Nile taken very low. That's going to be Nile still able to get out. That's going to be the base turret in the bottom side of the map, deleted. First one to fall here. Now, what will Bigetron do? They're defending the mid lane. Onic is pressuring the mid lane, still able to defend it. That's a taunt onto her Shogun. That's a lot of damage that Shogun is taking. Still able to flicker out. Sound spots the black shoe. Soft lane now in trouble. Still able to stand though, as BTR will only lose a turret in the bottom.
Oh, they're looking for a counter engage. The conceal Finn's chasing Kelra.
Still has the Purify. Keep in mind, that's a Fataling's committed. Two-man taunt by Kai. Here comes Onic. The damage here comes Keyboy from the back. And Look P as well! Keyboy looks for an engage. That's going to damage here coming in. That's the winner count pop. Shogun taken very low! Bigetron still stands. Moreno finds an opening, finds the double, and here they come. Kelra waiting for the right timing. Finds a triple, does not connect the Maniac, but both team just throwing haymakers here in the 16th minute of the game.
Sans, he's being chased down. The Sky Piercer will pop. No, black shoes.
That's going to be the Sun at B1. No Purify. That's the Fatalings connecting. Sans delivering enough damage, but he will not take Moreno down.
Bigetron by Vitality with a massive turnaround. Ooh. They hold. They grip their lives with all hands they have. And they drag themselves to the finish line. Not quite the finish line just yet, but they're getting closer.
That's great.
Take a look at the replay here, presented by the official gaming phone and the TT50 Pro. So that massive set with the Alice ult, and then the damage that we didn't expect to come through was from Eman with the Blazing Duet. And Moreno, the fact he has the Sky Piercer means, again, he can bypass that HP bar that Kyrie had. Kelra, for a moment, had a massive opportunity to turn things around. He got the triple kill, not quite the Maniac, because Moreno was there with the Sky Piercer. Now comes Sun with that gloom that he has, closely getting something. Lord so low.
Now secures it. That's going to be Keyboy now finding stunning till 3. That's going to be now repositioning. Keyboy heals himself back up. Luffy for an angle to flank. Here comes Luffy! Fighting 3 members there. That's going to be the Blazing Duet pop by Eman. BMI to the back. Take a look at the back Finn. Not able to find the connection as Kelra finds blood and take Moreno down.
Finn is going to buy some time, at least for the Lord to spawn. But look at 2 players in that bush. They're waiting for something, but Finn, with the perfect match, will be able to run out. And I think they want to clear the Lord there and then. And then with that, they can shove the waves into the base and possibly look for something. Finn is so low. The bonk and the taunt. Perfect match will save him. He's buying so much time. Finn is insane. The great escape by the ocean creature. And Onic, they are not able to get the kill.
And this is why the Atlas is so prior right now, right? It's so popular because you can escape with the perfect match. You can just be so mobile. You can buy time like what Finn did earlier. And ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the Lord Evolved Zone as of yet. That's going to be Onic and Bigetron still going at it here. Game 4. Onic still match point now, item-wise. Both gold laners already at their peak.
Yep.
Just looking to switch couple of items. That's the Oracle for Kelra. So he has 6 items in total.
Yeah. He's going to go for the Oracle plus, look at Keyboy, Winter Crown. He's going to buy some time.
Crown.
Beijing transfer to the back and then Winter Crown yourself to buy some time, possibly look for the swap to the Immortality, and then things does look good. But I did want to mention that Sans picked up the Ice Cream Wand so that the glooms, every time it pops, it bursts, it slows down the players of Bigetron by Vitality. Even a last buy there from Sans, rather from Moreno, with the Brute Force Breastplate. Gonna have more survivability, at least from the CC. Lightning Truncheon completed for Sans, so that's gonna be complete items now for him. Still 50 seconds for the Lord, and Bigetron are trying to manage the side lanes. Again, this Atlas, like you said, super prio. The perfect match just buys a lot of time. He's super fast. Not only that, he receives damage reduction from him. He's able to sustain all the blows given to him. And so far, Finn is playing a fantastic game with the Atlas. But Moreno, man, this guy is playing the playoffs out of his mind.
Yeah.
Such good showing so far from the Maestro. Malefic Roar completed. And then Kyrie goes for the Garden Helmet, I believe. So then he has extra regen. You don't need to base anymore, right? And there will be a lot of, I'd say, damage coming from Bigetron at this point. As Iman is also gonna hit like a truck. This Claude will still be one of the shining rays of hope for Bigetron by Vitality. If the team fight does go the extra distance. Lord has Pawn. It's an evolved Lord, Gani. This could be make or break for both teams.
Yeah, definitely. Luckily for BTR, the Lord spawned in the bottom quarter, right? They lost their bottom turret. So, as of now, with the Lord in the bottom quarter, they are at equal advantage here, I gotta say.
Close proximity as well to clear the waves that's gonna push, right? Because that bottom side is gonna perma push for Onic. At least the proximity is super close for them to handle that wave. But up top, a slow wave has been building up for Onic. And Keyboy still yet to show himself. He's gonna play from the darkness. And he clears that mid wave as well. So it pushes toward Bigetron.
Okay.
So Onic now, they have the prio.
As Zushin shows, they gotta pull the trigger here.
Yeah,
It seems like they're taking their time, or they're unsure, right? What they're saying is we need more info.
Yeah, you do need that reconnaissance to happen. Especially when, you know, Onic and their Lord Dance is a bit crazy. They pull a trigger.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Phantom Steed.
That's a steed pop. That's a little bit prematurely, I gotta say. And Onic, they're keeping tabs here.
They're gonna rush it.
Look at Keyboy clearing the mid as well. Right there, now Limpy spotted there by Moreno. Onic again just looking to buy time. They understand that they gotta force the clear here in the mid lane. Take a look at the trigger. Pulled by Shogun. Lord of Ruin doesn't land. That's gonna be Onic now.
Lord.
Re-engaging. And that's gonna be
The
Shogun
Lord
going down first. Lord! Goes to Nile, but look at the collapse. Onic, they have healthy members. Finn flickers out of danger, and Kelra
Keyboy
finds one as Keyboy with the Heptases is able to take one down.
The flicker kill really adds the insult to injury, and now they look for the end. The Lord hasn't spawned just yet, but there you go. They might want to hold it there, or they might want to cycle it because there's going to be a wave down bottom.
Yeah, they're looking to end here. The upper bracket finals is within their sights, ladies and gentlemen. Geek Fam is waiting and watching on Onic as Kelra wants blood. And Moreno is down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the team that will enter the upper bracket finals. Congratulations, Onic, as they will face Geek Fam later on. Bigetron, unfortunately, will have to fight in the lower bracket finals.
You can see the coaching staff unfazed, but finally, what it means for Onic is finally they're able to escape
Wow.
the very ghost that haunts them, and that is Bigetron, the kryptonite, always weighing on